Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. Welcome to today's video. We're doing our first video in a new series I'm doing on beginner programming. How to set up your initial program that's going to take you from being a beginner in the gym to being an intermediate with a solid level of strength and a solid base of muscle. So we're starting with picking a split. Picking a training split is often quite overhyped, and it's both the beginning and the end of the road for people when they come to programming. They often pick their split and then that's all they go into for programming. They just do their push muscles on one day, pull muscles on another day, and their leg muscles on another day. And you're not often looking at the exercises you're training, the progressions you're doing in your training, which is the things we'll go into later videos, which is a lot more important for your programming. This that we're looking at today is just how we're going to break up your body parts over the week and picking something that you can be consistent with. The most important thing when it comes to picking your training split is picking something that you're going to enjoy and that you're going to be able to do consistently. So you might want to do a push-pull legs where you're in the gym 6 days a week, but if that's not realistic for you, I wouldn't recommend picking that, because if you can't do something consistently, you're not going to get any results from it, so you're not going to get any motivation from your training to continue to train. But if you can only train 2 days a week, I'll do full body, because then what you can do is you can be consistent. That consistency will get you results, so then you're more motivated, so then maybe you will, with that motivation, create more time in your week, so then you can come 3 days a week with your full body training. And then get more consistent, get more results, get more motivation, then you might want to start going 4 days a week, 5 days a week, and then you can look into other splits. So don't think that you have to do a push-pull legs if you want to get results, or a bro split, or any of these things up here. All I want you to do is to be consistent with your training. So make sure you enjoy what you're doing and that it's a realistic amount of days per week for you to train. So the first thing you're going to do is pick how many days a week you want to train. And I would highly recommend that you put those days down in your calendar so you don't miss them. It's very easy to give yourself an excuse not to come. So plan ahead, know what you're doing and when you're doing it, and you're far more likely to show up. So looking at the splits that you're going to do, if you can only train about 1 to 3 days a week, I highly recommend going full body training so you can at least train your body multiple times per week, or if you can only come once per week, you're not missing any muscle groups if you train. Then, if you want to progress upwards from there, if you're someone that's also concerned about building your lower body just as much as your upper body, you can go to an upper lower training split. If you're more focused on your upper body, you can still do an upper lower, but you might just want to do like upper lower upper and get more upper body volume in. If I find like upper lowers work great for strength athletes that want to get stronger at squats and deadlifts a lot, because it allows you to get more volume in on those lifts on those days. But if you don't really care about lower body like some of my guys that I train do, we might only do one lower body day. We might just do something like a push pull legs, push pull sort of thing. So most of the volume is focused on upper body. Then if you want to train 5 or 6 days a week, we start looking at push-pull legs. So if you want to train 5 days a week, so you want to train Monday to Friday, I recommend doing a push-pull legs upper-lower. So first 3 days, push-pull legs, and then last 2 days a week, upper-lower. And what I mean when I say a push and pull, if you haven't heard of that phrase before, is push is all the muscles you use when you're pushing things away from you. So those days involve your chest, your shoulders, and your triceps. And then pull days are all the muscles that you use when you're pulling something towards you. So like your back and your biceps. And that just helps you to break up your upper body days, so you're not doing your whole upper body in one go, which can be a long workout when you get more advanced and you need a bit more volume into those days. So then if you want to do 6 days a week, you can just do push-pull legs if you're happy working out on a Saturday. And then one last split, which I've never done with any of my clients because it's just very inefficient, but some people can get a lot of enjoyment out of it, is just a bro split. So breaking up each muscle once per day. So you're only training each muscle once a week. It still works and you get fantastic results. I just personally don't enjoy it myself. So that looks like you just train chest on Monday, back on Tuesday, just legs on Wednesday, and then like shoulders on Thursday, arms on Friday. So each muscle group gets its own day. So you're not just smashing all your volume into that day instead of breaking it up over the week. Yeah, so that's basically where you start with training splits. As you get more advanced, you can get a little bit more creative to make things work for you. But I highly recommend don't overthink it. Just look at how many days per week that you can train and pick something that's appropriate for you. And don't pick more days per week than you can actually make it to. Otherwise, you're just setting yourself up for failure and not getting the results you want. If anything, start with less days, get results, get the motivation from your results, and then slowly add in an extra day as you want. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you've got any questions, please leave them down below. If this is interesting and you want to find out more about programming, I'm going to start doing more videos on like beginner programming, how to get stronger, how to progress your training, how to pick exercises. So if that interests you, please subscribe, like. Thanks for checking out the video.